Hello everyone, Happy New Year. This is going to be my first soap making video of the year 2020. So welcome back, and for those of you who are joining me for the first time, to welcome as well. And I hope everybody have a great 2019 and all the holidays, and you know, everything is all, and we're ready to start a new soaping adventure. At least I am. Okay, so back to this new batch of soap. Kind of have a lot of idea what I want to do for my first batch, and then all these other concepts just got pushed aside when I just all of a sudden got this one idea pop into my head, and now I have to do it. So this is gonna be a batch of lavender oatmeal soap. I have a lot of soap batches planned with oatmeal in it, including like real, you know, making my oatmeal milk and use it for a batch, but that's going to be a later one. This one is strictly going to be a co-processed oatmeal and lavender soap. So it's going to be a 2-layer soap. It's going to be a white layer in the bottom where the oatmeal, milk and honey scent is, and then I'm going to put in a couple of spoons of these oatmeal. And then so it's gonna give you a touch of that, give little exfoliating, little bit of graininess going on. So it's gonna be white. So the base had to be white enough. So I'm gonna put a little bit of titanium dioxide into it. And then the top layer is gonna be a purple scented with lavender. So I am using this beautiful color of purple. If you can see this beautiful color of purple, this is Neutral's soap supplies, and they have the most gorgeous color. This year I'm trying to do a little bit of, at least right now at the beginning of the year, I'm trying to do a little bit of this back to basic, trying to simplify, going back to one of my simpler recipe and simpler designs, and give you kind of have a fresh new look. So, and neutral soaps, micas was kind of a game changer for me back in the day when I first started soaping. I wasn't sure if I want to go all natural colors or I want to do micas, and then I found a rainbow series of color of their micas, and I tried for the first time, and then I realized that I want everything colorful. and there is such a product out there that could help me make my soap super colorful, and there go my journey. So they're definitely a big push for me continue on this soaping journey. It's been very helpful to have a good supplier that I could rely on to deliver color that I want, so I could go crazy with my design. So this is one of my first few color I bought from them, and I got big chunk of them. So this is kind of revisiting it. So this batch is only going to be purple. So the top is going to be purple. It's probably going to be on the lighter purple side, but the color itself is beautifully like this deep rich purple. And if you use a lot of it, it gives you that really beautiful, really purple. So I don't think I'm going to go for the deep color. I'm going to go for the lighter tone of it. And then I'm going to leave a little bit on top to just also see if you give you that little bit of the contrast, the darker purple against the light purple, you know, soap batch. Anyhow, so this is this. And then for the scents, I didn't have a bottle, but I have two of these little things measured out. One of them is oatmeal, milk and honey from Crafter's Choice, and the other one is lavender fragrant oil from Bambleberry. So they're not going to be mixed into each other. Going to be two different layers of scents. And then on top of that, I'm going to use a little bit of this whole roll out oatmeal for decoration. So it's pretty simple, straightforward. It's probably going to be a spoon, a fork pattern top. I'm kind of in love with the little comb over look right now, so that is what I'm having. So that's about it. I think I covered everything. My lye water solutions already here, and in there's a big cup of a good amount of sodium latte. So instead of salt, I switch over to sodium latte since for a few batches now, and it gave me a slightly harder soap than my regular just salt, you know, dissolve after a spoonful of salt into the solution, and it make it a little easier because everything does dissolve because it's already in a liquid format. But either way will work. So here's my sodium latte in my solution, and here's my oils already melted down. They're in a pretty similar temperature. I actually stopped using my temperature gun for a while now, I didn't realize it, that I kind of go by touch now. They both kind of cool down, and they're kind of in room temperature, so I kind of go for that. If I'm in a hurry, then I use my temperature gun to make sure they're within the 10 degree of each other, just in case to roll any issues. But otherwise, I actually don't even pull it out anymore. It's kind of interesting. I just realized that the other day. Anyhow, soup being getting chatty again. Don't need that. So this is my oil, and this one is my normal recipe, and also have a little bit of mango butter and lavender butter in there, and they have grapeseed oil because I use a lot of grapeseed also in my recipe, and I have not had any problem with my grapeseed like a lot of other soap maker kind of stay away from grapeseed oil because they say the oil doesn't have a long shelf life. I actually use them pretty frequently, and I have not had any issue in my bar. So I think sunflower oil in general gave me more issue than grapeseed oil. So I do love my grapeseed oil. It is a very beautiful light skin loving oil. Anyhow, so let's make some soup. Okay, so this might be my very first batch of straight line based, like, a straight line layer soap. Like I have never been able to get a straight line, mostly because I don't have the patience for it. But since I kind of like pour the white section first and let it sit, and then when and like work on the purple one, and I need a little more color than I intended to be, so I had to go back in and mix some more. So in between the time, the white layer has set very nicely in the nice straight line. So as you can see, instead of pouring it in, I was putting carefully in my next layer on top of it. So finger crossed, like this might be a nice straight in there. I was gonna do pencil line before. I was gonna do a wavy line with pencil line, do like maybe some rose clay. But then once I saw how straight it is, I'm like, you know what? Let's not mess with it. Keep it simple. Keeping it simple. My day job is a designer, so the KISS rule is kind of important to me. And like, let's keep it simple. Let's not overdo anything. So I have a little bit left over on this container of the purple micas and the on the oil. So basically, you could use any oil, but you know, this is the oil from the batch. But when I go back to mix some more, I use olive oil. So any kind of light oil would work. So just a little bit of oil drizzle, and what you do is you just kind of chop it in a little bit. Don't worry, it's just a little random, because if you come in with a spoon or a fork, you're gonna blend it in a little bit and give it this pretty little straight line of purple. And see how pretty the purple is? It's a very deep. This is straight up purple micas in oil. So that will give you the truest color of this particular mica. I mean, because it have no soap mixed in there yet, so it doesn't affect. It wouldn't morph the color. The purple color itself in the soap is touching going on a little bit of a greater color, and I'm thinking it should morph back. From my past experience, pretty much all my color from neutral, if it ever like change a little bit during the process, it will eventually come back. Especially like that green. It was a beautiful green, and then when you go in there, kind of give you the little puggy gray look. When you start blending it, give it 2 days, it will be back, I promise. So I think we're gonna see if this is gonna be thick enough for me to start doing a fourth. Okay. So there's just a little bit of that purple going in there. I probably should have chopped it in on this one side, because the other side was just gonna do little bit of the oatmeal pieces on top anyway. So I don't know why I drizzle it on the other side. Okay, so that's what this looks like. It's very pretty. And then we're gonna go in. Let me see, maybe I should zoom in some more. Okay. So it's just gonna be a little bit of this. I probably shouldn't put in so much. So yeah, I normally don't chat in between this. Okay, probably shouldn't chat. I'm just gonna cut it out. Okay. Just push it down with your utensil a little bit so that the soap will stick to it. Okay. Any question, go ahead and comment me in the bottom. I would love to answer any question of why I did certain thing, but once again, I am no expert, and this is not a tutorial. This is just me sharing with everyone how I make some of my batches, and I do include all my mistakes if I make them, so that way you learn from me about what not to do. And that's a lot of that. Okay, perfect. So hopefully they will stick through when I do the cutting, because sometimes if they're not all in there, it might not survive the cutting. Like it might just flick off. But okay, so that look kind of pretty. So I have this one batch. I'm just thinking that maybe this one I should do a spoon top, just so you see the difference between a spoon and a fork. I mean, the spoon swirl top and a fork swirl top. Obviously, everybody know what difference between a spoon and fork. I'm being silly. Anyhow, so here's this one. We're gonna do this. Just gonna bring it in on one side. And then the other side, we're gonna bring that into on that side. So kind of push them all, scoop it to the middle. So they kind of have this pattern, and then you go in with the top and you sort of just do this little bit of a push down, which is with a tip. And if you want, you could do a little bit this way, just so they are more random. And then anything that look weird, just go ahead and push them. I would suggest, and I have problem following that rule myself, don't overdo it, because then you're gonna push away the pretty color, the streak of colors you already have going on here. So that's very pretty. Okay, and then going back in with just a little bit of the oatmeal. The street is really pretty here, so I think I'm going to put a little bit less on this top than the other top. It's a little bit hard to control with a glove how much I drop in, but we're just gonna do a little bit. If you want a little higher tip top, go ahead and let it set a little bit more, like wait maybe another 5 minutes before come in with a spoon or your fork, and that should give you a firmer tip. Okay, I think that looks good. Let me go ahead and push it down just a bit. I normally spray a little bit of glitter over my top, but since this is going to be the back to basic line, I think I'm gonna go skip all the glitter and all the extra stuff that I normally pour on top of my soap. Let's keep it clean and simple. Okay, this looks good. Okay, there you have it. This is this is the fourth swirl top. So just kind of comb it over with a fork and then put a little bit of the decorated pieces of the oatmeal on top. So keep it pretty clean and simple. I kind of like how simple that look. And then this is a spoon top look, so you kind of come in from both sides, this side and then that side, kind of push it in to the middle, and then everything kind of in the middle. So this will look pretty, and this purple is actually already coming back. Earlier it looked a little bit more on the grayish side. Now it's actually, the purple is coming way back. So I know that by the time it's done, maybe in about 24-48 hour tops, this purple is going to be gorgeous. And I really can't wait to cut into this one. I'm super excited about this, the pencil, the straight line layer. This might be my first straight line pour. Ooh. Anyhow, so I hope you all enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the cutting video. I'm going to do that in a couple of days and then put everything together and go into one video. And if you just join us, this is the first video. If you like what you've seen so far, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video in particular, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up so I know I'm on the right track again. And the next batch of soap, I am not sure what I'm doing. I'm still tossing between chocolate and mint, and maybe a more like a lace top look. I have a beautiful this fragrance from Bambooberry that called Cashmere that smells really wonderful. So I'm tossing between that and the chocolate mint, which I do have a nice bottle of Morocco mint fragrance, also from Bambooberry, that smell wonderful. So go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know which theme do you think I should go with, and I will do my best to make sure that will be the next video or so coming up. So then once again, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Helen from Moonlit Soapworks again, and thank you again for last year's support, and hopefully you guys will stay with me again throughout this year. I'm sorry for not posting as much as I used to when I first started, and I'm doing my best to catch up again and make sure that I post enough this year. Last year was a kind of a break year for me, so hopefully I'm back on the saddle and make some more soap making video. I do make a lot of soap, I just don't make the video for it because there's a lot of production time going into it. So I'm trying to make sure I will document all my soap again. So once again, thank you so much, and stay tuned for the cutting video, and happy soaping. Bye bye.